KSM Sports. A big thing that I live by is your actions speak louder than your words. I see it a lot in today's generation, whatever you want to call it, YXQP. Not real sure, but I see a lot of entitlement. I see a lot of talking. I don't see a lot of doing, and that sort of bothers me. And that bothered me to the point where I felt like I needed to write a book because I'm explaining this to young individuals, and if they don't get it, that they should at least have the opportunity to have something in their home with them that they can read to create a solid foundation. So let's see if this works. All right. Few of my businesses that I've got going on right now. I got KSM Sports and Fitness, and what I believe in is lifestyle change for a lifetime. It's not diets or band-aids, and doing this for 3 months is a band-aid. If you're going to do something, you need to change it for a lifetime, for the rest of your life is sort of how we look at it. If you do that, you tend up having better results in your life and within your businesses and stuff. So this is my online sports training. That's the indoor facility. The indoor facility is about 12,000 square feet. In the mornings, we cater to Parkinson's and Delay the Disease, which is a Parkinson's-based fitness class. We have silver sneakers, and then we are also getting into autism spectrum fitness, working with an academy out of Westerville to develop some certifications. So we will be having that in the mornings. In the afternoons, we do a lot of team and group training. I'll be honest with you, it's KSM Sports and Fitness. Elite athletes is how we refer to ourselves. I consider the trainers that I have to be the best in the city, if not in the state. Got a lot of former athletes, former strength coaches. If you're coming to work out at KSM, you're coming to get better and to challenge yourself. You're going to be uncomfortable, but you'll have a lot of fun. It doesn't matter if you're going to play Division I or Division III. We don't really care. We just want you to come in and work really hard. The Shot Doctor actually is a hockey product. I created for one of my clients. It's a shooting mechanism. Won't really get into that. He likes it. It's done pretty well, so that's why I keep doing it, to be honest. The Perfect Posture Pack basically is for individuals who don't have good posture, who are slouching in their chairs. I don't know if anybody's slouching right now. Back's hunched over. But, we have some bands, foam roller, an ebook, and the ability to do it. We could do it on the wall right over here. You can do it at your home, in your office. What it does, it just activates the muscles back in the back area, neck, that keeps you upright and allows you to have good posture. Good posture leads to better health, leads to more productivity. Next, the Winner's Toolbox. This is why, this is the book and why I wrote the book. I found out through a lot of my training and dealing with individuals that at the end of the day, that when they're dealt with an issue, a bump in the road, that they don't really have a foundation or the tools to fall back on. So with that, I'll tell you a little bit about some of the tools that I have and how this all started for me. Since I was a young kid, my father has been a motivational speaker. He's worked for Dale Carnegie. He's an executive coach now. I always went to his classes, never enjoyed it, but I think I did enjoy it now that I look back on it, because I remember everything that he said to his classes. So, with that, I had already created a pretty good foundation for myself. I went to the University of Kentucky. I played college football down there.
Go Cats.
Yes, go Cats, exactly. Go Big Blue. So I had a pretty good work ethic. I had always worked for myself, created my own lawn business when I was young. My dad did have to push me, though, to go out and do stuff in terms of being more motivated. He's a voracious reader. I never liked to read. Had to do book reports in the summer, couldn't stand it. I like to read more magazines, news articles, newspapers. So I found a happy medium, let's put it that way. So when I got down to Kentucky, I was good to go. I'm a junior down there, finished the spring well, had 10 tackles in my spring game, looking like I was getting ready to play. I come home, played basketball, woke up the next day, thought I had 2 pulled hamstrings. And I told my dad, I was like, hey, can't help you with the fence, I gotta go back. So I went back, come to find out I had viral meningitis, which turned into encephalitis, which is the swelling of the brain and the spine. So I was 232 pounds, and after that, I was 162. So I dropped like 80-something pounds. I was in a coma for a month. Had to teach myself how to walk again. I couldn't pee on my own for a year. Took me damn near 5 years to get back into any type of functional shape or to even feel confident about myself. Through this whole process though, my dad was always there, my mom was always there. He got me up at 5 in the morning, 4 times a week, took me to the gym. I'd sit there for most of the time because I just couldn't do anything. But, you know, it was the foundation that he had built in me and the tools that he had given me that I was able to come out of that. And I came out of that, went back to school, finished off my college, and ended up doing my dream job right when I got out of college. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. I was a sports agent with my cousin. We had our own sports agency. I bankrolled myself. I didn't take any money from anybody. We were a small boutique agency and represented 7th rounders and free agents. I did get lucky my 3rd year, and I had a 2nd round guy who got drafted out of OU, but I was let go immediately because another agent gave him a lot of money that I didn't have. I enjoyed it very much. I liked being in the football game, but I didn't like listening to 21-year-olds tell me what to do. So, I got out. I'm out of here. When I did that, I went into training, and because I had trained a lot of my clients, because they were more offensive linemen and defensive linemen. Went and volunteered at my high school, and ended up coaching, doing some coaching there, and that's where I met my wife. Actually, I saw her in the stands. I coached her brother. We went like 7 overtimes. I asked her brother for sister's number. Got it. That's how we did that one. So created my training business, KSM Sports and Fitness. Did really well with that. Had good runs. D1. I put NFL guys, NBA, you name it. Everybody's the same. I've actually got athletes that play at lower levels that are 10 times harder workers than the ones that play professionally. That's how it sort of goes most of the time. But all right, so fast forward, I get married to my wife, and we go on our honeymoon, and I am back 3 weeks later watching football, and I feel something, and I have testicular cancer. So I just got married, I got through the viral meningitis, and now I got the testicular cancer. So I went through that, made it through that, developed some more tools and some more skills to help with my foundation and help with, my life story. And from there, I created a lawn care company because I knew I wanted to open an indoor facility. Being a personal trainer was not going to get me there. Did the lawn care company for 3 years, made enough where I was able to open the indoor facility, and that's where we are today. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the winner's toolbox. But first, I'm going to ask you, they wanted me to talk a little bit about customer service, so hopefully at the end of the talk, you'll see where I'm going with all this. This is the Webster's Dictionary of Customer Service, the assistance and advice provided by a company to those people who buy or use its products or services. I agree with that, but I think, in this day and age, customer service can mean a bunch of different things for a bunch of different people. For Janice, it can be different than for me. Nicole's customer service is way different than what I do. So, all right, your foundation. By the way, I took this picture in Whistler. One of my hobbies is taking pictures, so I thought that was pretty cool for a foundation. It was Nicole and I fished at, I should say lake. We were the only two out there the whole day, so it's pretty cool. But your foundation is basically what you're built upon. You know, what are you made of? You know, so for me, my 3 tools right now that I really concentrate on is communication, is consistency, and having an open mind. And when I say open mind, I mean like being open to whatever comes through my door. Because I have been known to have a one-track mind, be singular in what I'm doing, and not pay attention to the things around me. As I've gotten older, I've realized that my toolbox has, you know, I'm very passionate, I've got great pride, set goals, purpose, dreams, you name it. I needed to be more open, and that was one of the tools that I had addressed to myself this year, 2019. Putting the tools together, you know, I look at it like this. In customer service, at some point you're going to hit a bump in the road. Someone's going to come at you. It's not going to be pretty. If you don't have the tools necessary to deal with that, it's just going to get even uglier. And I've seen it happen. It could have happened to us this week, but you know, my wife and I have talked about these type of things and dealing with these situations. And I'll tell you exactly what it was. Went and got rock from Mr. Mulch. I was supposed to deliver it. Had to call them at 5 o'clock and ask why I wasn't delivered. What can we do? So I don't know, what can you do? She gave us half off the delivery, cool. Had to go get more rock. Same thing, delivered it a day late. I know they delivered it a day late, it's the different rock. So they delivered through the motions, then really cared, if you know what I mean by that. All right, so putting all the tools together, if you put all the tools together, you most likely will have a pretty solid foundation. Because with the tools that you already have, you'll always gain more tools. You'll want to become a better person. You'll want to grow. All right, what is bad customer service? I just told you the story. Mr. Mulch, horrible customer service.
They're still a good company though, and we've had
good. It's a good company, but just the way she was doing it, and putting her on hold and everything. So it unfortunately just happened today. All right, you. When I say you, like you guys as you the individual, and I always ask 3 interview questions if I ever hire anybody. I ask them, do you have a dream job? So, you know, is it Mel?
Yes.
Mel, do you have a dream job?
To own a Taekwondo school.
Okay. Yvonne, do you have a dream job?
To love on people.
There you go. So, you guys sort of disproved what I was saying. I ask a lot of people, and probably 15% can only give me that answer. I've never really thought about that. You know, I'm a big believer of do what you love. Doesn't have to make you a lot of money. If you really love what you're doing, you're going to have a good time, and your life will be more eventful and grateful. So the other thing I ask them, you know, what's your dream job? What's your strength? And what your purpose is? And that one really throws them, because, you know, it's well, yeah, I'm supposed to work, or I'm supposed to do this or do that. And my whole thing is, if you can figure out who you are early on, your purpose in life will be that much more defined and help you go about what you need to do and to reach your goals. My purpose in life is to change the lifestyle of people for a lifetime, to grow the community of PAL and to offer them a facility that is, you know, an elite facility in the state of Ohio that is on the cutting edge of technology, training, the autism spectrum fitness. All my stuff there is live streamed through Facebook or Instagram. So all my athletes, when they come in, they get tested right away on the lasers that are at the combine, the NFL combine, and then they get a 35-page analysis basically of what they've done right, what they've done wrong, you know, their reaction times this is where they fall in with this number of, you know, scholar athletes and so forth. Dreams, you always gotta have dreams. You know, I think they're very possible, but in order to get your, you know, to reach your dreams, you have to have hard work, and you need to work hard. I think this word isn't used enough in that generation of YQ or P. And that's where the entitlement sort of comes in. Had an intern this summer. Hold on real quick. Had an intern this summer. Very nice kid, communicated well, but just like didn't think, I guess, or didn't have the skills, just the skills to, you know, have good customer service or to really understand what is going on. It was more of, you know, his dad was very successful, so he felt that he was successful then. Like, he didn't need to do it because his dad did it. And that's one of those things that, that I don't really get. And we came to a situation, and I'll come to it in another slide, but it's more the social influence in an Instagram thing. His girlfriend hit some guy up on Instagram, and it was like lights out, shut down, 2 days, couldn't handle it. Dude, social media, like, come on. But, you know, we had an issue with our customer service because he wasn't paying attention. He missed a couple meetings and, you know, so forth. But that's where having a good foundation, having the tools to understand, like, it's just social, it's nothing big, like, move on. There's more things in the day. There's other people out there. So, all right, what is good customer service? I train a guy, Dr. Finley. He is a pediatric cancer doctor for brain tumors in children at Children's Hospital. And the one thing that I really like about Jonathan is he spends at least an hour to an hour and a half with each of his patients each week. And that gives them the ability to feel comfortable, to understand what they are going to go through. He's very thorough in what he does. I've also been in the situation where, you know, I've had to go talk to doctors, and I normally get the nurse's assistant and don't get the doctor. And I've always thought, I want a doctor who comes and spends some time with me and make me feel comfortable if I'm going through a life-changing decision. Okay, this is my father, and this is Russ. Russ is one of our Parkinson's patients, delay the disease. And Choices is the name of this one. And why do I call it Choices? Because Russ has the choice to not come in and really not do anything. He's decided, like, he shakes pretty bad, and, you know, it's really hard for him to get up before he came to see us. His attitude when he got there was he just wanted to get better, and that's the only thing that he's done for the past 8 weeks. He now walks with a sled all the way around our 12,000 square foot facility with a 45-pound weight. I've given him a book bag to carry weights in. It's got his belief in that he can delay the disease of Parkinson's. It's renewed his faith. It's renewed the love in his marriage. He's doing things that he has never done before. So basically, it's like this. Customer service. You have the choice to have a good attitude, to believe, you know, that whatever you're doing is the right thing and you're living by, you know, the right values. And it doesn't matter your faith, your religion, your creed, your color. If you're nice to everybody, the same way that you want to be treated, your customer service will be good. Yesterday is the past, tomorrow is the future, today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. I like this quote. I say it to a lot of my athletes. I think we live in the past a lot. You just got to remember about today and what you have. What is caring customer service? Caring customer service is a lady at Chase Bank in Powell. Reka introduced herself the minute my mom and I walked in the door, and my wife for our businesses. Since then, my mom has become very, very good friends with her. Such good friends that Reka invited her to India for Diwali.
That's pretty big.
My mom didn't go because she only go outside Columbus, but she went to the Diwali party that Reka had the next year. But I guess what I'm getting at is Reka's from India, totally different ethnicity, backgrounds, and the only common bond they had was just banking at Chase. And Reka showed enough interest in help my mom with all my mom's problems sometimes, and still helped her that my mom, that's the only place that she goes now. Only deals with Reka, and if Reka's gone for 2 weeks, it will go on for 2 weeks until Reka gets there. So, caring customer service. Next one is life. That's my mom, dad, family, my little man Diggy, my 2 dogs, and I'll just throw this in here. The reason I'm here, and I should have said this at the beginning, is because of Janice at Hay to Run Kennels. She put me up for this or nominated me to talk, so I appreciate that. And she has great customer service, and why is that? Because I live in Powell, about 45 minutes away from Hay to Run Kennels. And there's about 8 families out there that will bring their dogs to Hay to Run Kennels, because that's the only place that I take mine to. So, just if you have a dog, take them there.
Thank you.
Your life. You got a lot of different things in your life. Your family, your role models and mentors, social influence. I've had great role models and mentors right here. I'm going to talk about the social influence part. So the social influence has gotten to a whole new level. I don't understand it, don't want to understand it. People say, did you tweet? No, I didn't tweet. Didn't get on my tweeter. I didn't get on my, I didn't do the Instagram live or the story and put the story on this. I'm not addicted to my phone. It's one of my biggest things. You go, just take a look at the kids walking out of school today that aren't even in high school yet, and just look how bad their posture is. It's because where we're at is what is happening now. Like, how fast can I get to it? How fast can I put this up? How fast can I do that? How many people have died taking stupid photos for Instagram? A lot. The social influence also affects your customer service, I have found out. If you almost have to tell the kids to take the phone and put them away. Hey, use your mouth. Talk to the people. Engage with them. If you engage with them, they're more likely to come back. You're more likely to have a better time and to learn more. That's the biggest thing with me. The social influence, the Instagram, all that. It's just got everybody's head down into your phone. Same with Facebook. A lot of those stories are fake. I want to hear what's going on with you. What's happening with you, the person? What's happening with you, your business? How can I help you out? Make your life better. This is a big thing I always tell my athletes. Remember, the internet is a permanent thing. Doesn't matter if you're 5 or 80. So whatever you put on there, it will always be on there. Just remember that. All right, customer service with family. Real quick, I work with my family. I've always chosen to work with family members. It does work. It is very hard. It is very hard. My customer service is way different than my mom's customer service. And when I say that, she thinks of it a whole different way. I look at customer service like this. I'm going to help. If you come into my building, I'm going to make sure you have a great time, whatever it is. Now, I've never been fired or let go because of bad service. I have been let go because of price, and I'm okay with that. If we can't come to agreement on the price, that's all right. That's your problem, and because the next person that comes in probably will pay it, and that's sort of how it goes. So, family dynamics, it will work. You will, if you're the one running it, you're just gonna have to be very open, develop some patience, and just sort of let them do what they need to do, as long as they're not messing it up. All right, team. This is one of our teams. This is FC42 girls, their older team. I think we got a Bradley soccer player over there. Basically what I do with my team at KSM, we set goals, I set goals. Leadership, I like to think of leadership as, you see the results in your players. Are they listening to what you're instructing? And then between the numbers is everything else. When it comes down to customer service employees, need to go out because it's our 7th-month anniversary. I need to go to an escape room tonight. I need to do this. There's always something, right? And you, as the owner, need to understand, like, you can't count on anybody really. You just gotta you gotta count on yourself. You gotta buckle down if you need to, and try to go out and get the best leadership and employees you can. All right, things to remember. Your time is precious, manage it. Life is not greener on the other side. Monitor the people you're around. Someone said this to me the other day. What if someone on your team or group is toxic? What are you going to do? Well, you're going to use the tools that you have to handle the situations. Toxic is a word, that's a crazy word. I don't think anything's really toxic. Anything can be solved or fixed if you go about it the right way. All right, best customer service I think is Chick-fil-A, Sawmill Road. I've never ever seen a problem there, and if there is, they rectify it very quickly. I probably shouldn't say this, but I can go in there, and if there is a line, they know me, and you go sit down, and they'll bring me my food. Last but not least, health. Health is the biggest thing. Why? I'm a trainer. That's Casey, and that's her son. We call this family training. Casey has lost 72 pounds, and little Teddy has learned how to do a few things, jump on some boxes, things like that. But Casey's physical health was lacking. She improved her physical health, which improved her personal health, which has improved her mental health. Working out will do all of this. Does everybody get their heart rate up every day? Yes. If you don't, you should. That's the only thing that I do with, delay the disease, autism, fitness. You want to get their heart rate up. Why is that? Blood flow to the brain. The more blood flowing, the more good cells, good cognitive things are going about in the brain. So if you're not doing it, you need to be working out. Even 10-minute walks a day after eating, that's a good thing. But with health, I believe you have to have good physical, personal, mental health in order to be a very good owner and to have a very successful business. Hold on, I wanted you to see that. Right? Look at the baby. All my little dude does is drink, eat, and sleep. Sometimes you got to do that. You just got to sit back, take care of yourself, relax, meditate. Almost you go back to baby stage, and believe it or not, I use him a lot for things because he's got the most perfect squat form of any of us. All right, last but not least, and then what is your customer service? Mine's different, like I said. Nicole, Steve's is different. Yvonne's is different. How I look at it, when I lay down at night, did I treat everyone the way that I wanted to be treated that day? And if so, then I think you're gonna do well with whatever endeavor you're doing. So with that, I leave you. If you have any questions, go for it.